Hey there, my dear friends. Picture this. We're sitting together on a cozy porch, sipping herbal tea, the sun setting slowly, and I'm about to share a story that changed my life at 72. It's not just any story. It's about how one simple change made my health do a complete 180 practically overnight. My energy skyrocketed, my joints stopped complaining, and I felt like I was dancing through my days again. I'm so excited to share this secret, because it's not just about me, it's about you, too. Let's dive into this journey together, with science, stories, and practical tips to help you live your healthiest, happiest life in your golden years. By the end, you'll be pumped to take charge of your health and feel like $1,000,000. At 72, I was starting to feel like life was slowing me down. My knees ached like they were auditioning for a horror movie. My energy crashed by mid-morning, and I was reaching for antacids after every meal. I thought, well, this is it. This is what getting older feels like. But deep down, I wasn't ready to throw in the towel. I wanted to chase my grandkids around the park, take my wife dancing, and wake up feeling alive, not like I'd been wrestling with a bear all night. That's when I stumbled on the game changer. I stopped eating processed sugar. Yes, sugar. That sneaky ingredient hiding in everything from sodas to healthy snacks. Let me tell you, cutting it out was like flipping a switch. My inflammation melted away, my brain fog lifted, and I had energy to spare. I'm not saying it was a walk in the park, but it was the best decision I ever made. Now I can hear you saying, sugar? Come on, that's it. I get it. I was skeptical, too. I mean, who doesn't love a warm chocolate chip cookie or a slice of pecan pie? But here's the truth. Processed sugar was quietly sabotaging me. It was spiking my blood sugar, inflaming my joints, and leaving me sluggish. When I kicked at the curb, my body started singing a new tune. Within days, I was sleeping better, my skin looked brighter, and I could climb stairs without wincing. It was like my body was saying, "Thank you for finally listening." Let's back this up with some science, because I'm not just sharing my story. I want you to know this is the real deal. A 2014 study from the University of California, San Francisco, published in the American Journal of Public Health, showed that cutting added sugars can improve your health in just 10 days. They had people ditch sugary drinks and snacks, and the results were incredible. Lower blood pressure, better cholesterol, and less belly fat. Another study from Harvard Medical School in 2019 linked high sugar intake to chronic inflammation, which is like a slow-burning fire in your body, fueling everything from arthritis to heart disease. By saying goodbye to sugar, I was putting out that fire and giving my body a chance to heal. But it's not just about the science, it's about how you feel. Let me tell you about my friend Barbara, a 69-year-old librarian from Minnesota. Barbara was battling type 2 diabetes and felt like she was running on empty. She couldn't keep up with her book club or play with her grandkids without needing a nap. I shared my sugar-free journey with her, and she decided to give it a shot. She started small, swapping her morning donut for a bowl of oatmeal topped with fresh strawberries. 2 weeks later, she was sleeping through the night. Her blood sugar was stabilizing, and she was taking brisk walks around her neighborhood, waving at everyone with a big smile. Now, she's teaching her grandkids how to make sugar-free smoothies, and she says she feels like she's 50 again. So, how did I pull this off? Let's get down to the nitty-gritty, because I want you to walk away from this feeling like you've got a roadmap. First, I became a label-reading ninja. You'd be shocked at how much sugar sneaks into things like barbecue sauce, yogurt, and even whole grain bread. The American Heart Association says women should aim for no more than 25 grams of added sugar a day, and men should stick to 36 grams. To put that in perspective, one can of cola has about 39 grams, more than a day's worth in one sip. My rule was simple. If sugar was in the top 3 ingredients, it stayed on the shelf. Next, I found swaps that made my taste buds happy without the sugar crash. Instead of ice cream, I blend frozen bananas with a splash of almond milk. It's creamy, sweet, and feels like a treat. Instead of sugary lattes, I switch to black coffee with a pinch of cinnamon or a soothing chamomile tea. And let's talk about fruit, nature's dessert. A bowl of raspberries or a crisp apple became my go-to when I wanted something sweet. The trick was keeping my kitchen stocked with good stuff, so I wasn't tempted to dive into the cookie jar. Now, I'll be real with you. Quitting sugar wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. Sugar is addictive, and the first week, I was grumpy. My brain was like, where's my candy bar? But I had a few tricks up my sleeve. Drinking water like it was my job helped flush out the cravings, and a quick 10-minute walk around the block distracted me when I was tempted. By week 2, I wasn't even thinking about sugar. My taste buds had reset, and things like carrots and bell peppers started tasting naturally sweet. It was like rediscovering food all over again. The benefits didn't stop at my physical health. Cutting sugar lifted my mood and sharpened my mind. A 2017 study from University College London found that high-sugar diets are linked to depression and anxiety in older adults. When I ditched the sweet stuff, I was less cranky, more patient, and my memory felt like it got an upgrade. I could follow the plot of a mystery novel without rereading pages, and I started writing letters to my old high school buddies, something I hadn't done in years. Let me tell you about John, a 74-year-old retiree from Florida. John had been dealing with chronic back pain for years, to the point where he'd stopped playing tennis, his favorite hobby. His doctor kept prescribing pain meds, but John wanted a natural fix. After hearing about my sugar-free journey, he decided to try it. He cut out sodas, swapped desserts for fruit, and started eating more whole foods. 3 months later, he was back on the tennis court, moving better than he had in years. He told me, I didn't just get my game back, I got my spark back. Stories like John's remind me why I'm so passionate about sharing this. Navigating social situations was another hurdle. Birthday parties, Thanksgiving dinners, that neighbor who always drops off brownies. Sugar is everywhere. I learned to handle these moments with ease. If I was going to potluck, I'd bring a sugar-free dish to share, like a colorful fruit salad or roasted veggies with a yogurt dip. If I really want a treat, I'd take a small bite, savor it slowly, and move on. It's about balance, not deprivation. The goal is to feel amazing, not to stress yourself out. Sleep was another big win. I didn't realize how much sugar was messing with my rest until I stopped. A 2016 study from Columbia University showed that high-sugar diets can disrupt sleep cycles, leaving you tossing and turning. Once I cut sugar, I was falling asleep faster and waking up ready to tackle the day. That extra energy meant I could finally get back to my garden, planting tomatoes and pulling weeds without feeling like I needed a nap every 20 minutes. Exercise became a joy, too. With my energy up and inflammation down, I started moving more. Nothing intense. Just a 20-minute walk through my neighborhood, some gentle stretching, or dancing to my favorite Beatles tunes in the living room. A 2020 study from the National Institute on Aging found that even light activity can boost heart health and mood in older adults. I wasn't aiming to run a marathon. I was just having fun moving my body. And let me tell you, grooving to Twist and Shout is a workout and a mood lifter. Community made a huge difference, too. I joined a local walking group, and we'd swap healthy eating tips while strolling through the park. My friend Carol, a 71-year-old from Oregon, started hosting sugar-free suppers with her friends. They'd try new recipes like cauliflower rice stir-fry or coconut milk chia pudding and have a blast experimenting. It's so much easier to stick with something when you've got a crew cheering you on. Now, I know some of you are thinking, this sounds awesome, but I can't give up my sweets. I hear you, and the good news is you don't have to say goodbye to sweetness forever. There are natural alternatives that won't send your blood sugar into a tailspin. Stevia, monk fruit, and erythritol are fantastic options. I make a killer sugar-free blueberry cobbler with almond flour and monk fruit sweetener. It's a hit at every family barbecue. The key is to play around and find what works for you. Start small, maybe cutting out sugary drinks for a week, and see how your body responds. The long-term payoffs are huge. A 2018 study from the Journal of the American Medical Association found that cutting added sugars can lower your risk of heart disease, stroke, and even cognitive decline. That's a big deal. I want to be sharp and active for years to come, playing board games with my grandkids or taking a road trip to see Yellowstone. Cutting sugar is like putting money in the bank for your future self. Let me share one more story about Evelyn, a 73-year-old from Manchester, England. Evelyn was overweight, pre-diabetic, and feeling stuck. She started watching my channel and decided to ditch sugar as an experiment. She paired it with daily walks and swapped her afternoon biscuits for pear slices with almond butter. 6 months later, she lost 25 pounds. Her doctor took her off diabetes meds, and she was volunteering at her local animal shelter, full of energy. She wrote to me saying, "You helped me believe I could start over at 73. Moments like that make my heart soar. Aging comes with its challenges, creaky joints, losses, moments when time feels like it's slipping away. But here's what I've learned. We have more control than we think. Small changes, like cutting sugar, can ripple out and change everything. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up for yourself with kindness and determination. You deserve to feel vibrant, to laugh until your sides hurt, to chase your dreams, no matter how old you are. So, what's your next step? Start where you are. Check your pantry, read those labels, and pick one sugary thing to swap out this week. Maybe it's soda. Maybe it's that nightly ice cream habit. Replace it with something that nourishes you and notice how your body feels. Keep a little notebook to track your energy, mood, and sleep. It's so motivating to see the progress. And don't forget to celebrate every win, no matter how small. Every step forward is a reason to smile. I'm so grateful to be on this journey with you. You're not just watching a video. You're part of a community of people who believe in thriving, no matter the number on your birthday cake. Let's keep lifting each other up, sharing our stories, and proving that our best years are still ahead. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's one thing you're going to try to boost your health? I can't wait to hear from you. Until next time, keep shining, keep moving, and keep choosing you. Here's to living our healthiest, happiest lives in our 70s, 80s, and beyond.